How y'all? What's up, gang? How everybody doing? Yeah, I hope everybody doing good, cause I am. Shout out to the Payal gang. Shout out to the notification squads. I see we got good audio. We got good audio. Oh man, y'all, this world is so wicked, gang. This world is so wicked. It's the reason why they got us with our head down looking out in our phone and stuff. And coming into all the gospel. But shit, the real news is being exposed. It's a lot of cover up going on. Some shady things going on with the high ranking members. You see what I'm talking about? Um, nah, I'm just full of the kush. Check this out, right? Good. Ain't the real goddamn news is, Lord, they done bust the organ harvest gang. Not only that, right? That's what I was trying to tell y'all. We were just talking about this shit. What was that yesterday? A day before that or something like that? Well, in my last live, because I was talking about surgery. Surgery people. Now, they just found the little boy, right? With his kidneys removed. Y'all heard the news, right? I know y'all heard the news. Let me find that shit first, bro. I'm gonna show y'all how deep this shit go, right? But look, hold on. Before I get to that, I got so much stuff. I got so much stuff, goddamn it, pulled up. I don't even know which one to start with first. Hold on, guys. Where you at? It's in my yard. Alright. Check this out, guys. This recent organ trafficking ring busted a little boy found in the lab with his kidney removed. This happened yesterday, right? Friday. Friday the 13th. Man, this sounds like some Michael Myers shit, ain't it? Alright, I'm gonna let this right here read it for y'all.
334. CBS News. Friday, January 13th, 2023 at 10:51 a.m. CST. Police in Pakistan said Friday they busted an organ trafficking ring when a missing 14-year-old boy was found in an underground lab after having his kidney removed. The ring was responsible for luring young, vulnerable victims with promises of lucrative jobs and large payouts before removing their organs, mainly kidneys, to sell for up to 900,000 rupees, $4,000.
Alright. So he supposed to be making $4,000 in American cash. And that's how much it is, like in rupees, $900,000. It sounds like a lot in rupees, 900,000 Jack, but it's really $4,000 in America. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't know the value when it comes to rupees. I never count rupees, Jack. I do count them the Neros. All right, check this out. Listen to this guy.
$4,000. It was only after we followed the evidence and leads that we discovered that there was an organ trafficking operation behind the boy's disappearance. Rehan Anjum, a spokesman for Punjab police, told AFP on Friday. 6 people were arrested. The boy told us that when he woke up there was an Arab man on the stretcher next to him, so we think that most of the clients were foreigners, Anjum said. The gang's victims were taken to a medical testing lab used for clandestine organ transplant surgeries in the garrison city of Rawalpindi, near the capital Islamabad. Facilities for such clandestine surgeries in Pakistan often lack proper medical equipment and standards, and patients have been known to die from complications as a result. I'm just grateful that the police found him alive, otherwise they had left him for dead, the boy's father told AFP in Lahore, from where the boy went missing. Police said the doctors and surgeons involved in the operation had not been tracked down.
Now keep this in mind, right? Watch how deep this finna go. They said we got the police. Said they got doctors and surgeons involved in their operation. They had not been tracked down. Now, what was the main thing I was screaming about in the Shanquella case? I'm like, wait a minute, gang, y'all got surgery people at their funeral home. Falsified, goddamn it, toxic reports. You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying this might be other houses in Shanquella case, but I just want y'all to see this what it say on the screen. And that's why this shit be important. Doctors and surgeons, right? Check this out.
Down. Pakistan outlawed the commercial trade in human organs in 2010, imposing a jail term of up to 10 years and fines in the hope of curbing the sale of organs to rich overseas clients by middlemen through exploitative means. According to a 2020 analysis published by the National Library of Medicine, roughly 10% of all organ transplants worldwide are believed to be illegal, about 12,000 organs per year. The analysis called organ trafficking a global problem with health and human rights consequences for millions of people, especially for those in vulnerable situations, such as migrants. Story continues. The illegal trade of human organs generates about $1.5 billion each year from roughly 12,000 illegal transplants.
Check this out, guys. I got a very important to ask everybody that's in the chat. Check this out. I got a very important question to ask everybody. And I'm gonna need your answer. When it comes to this stuff, and this basically to keep me, the main thing they be wanting to keep me. But everybody don't need to keep. And everybody ain't going through no surgery, right? Everybody ain't got no health problems. So what else they doing besides transporting kidney, doing surgery with live people? What is they doing with those kidneys? Want to know how deep it goes? We got some people like to eat human flesh. Okay. Y'all might don't even look. Y'all ain't even looking at this shit. Like, see what I'm saying? It's more than just uh the rich dude need to keep me. He's healthy class. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes those rich people want to give me a keep me in the house. We eat Friday night. See what I'm talking about? All right. Might sound strange to this, but let me show y'all this about an army veteran right here in the United States, right? Fox News will put it out there, right? But they ain't gonna just try to make it, you know what I'm talking about? So watch this. Army veteran family demand answer after he died in the Pennsylvania jail. Had brains, heart, and throat removed. And this in jail. Y'all heard about these stories? This in jail. Look, I don't want to play that job.
The family of an Army veteran is demanding answers from Pennsylvania authorities more than a year after he mysteriously died inside a local jail and had his organs removed but never returned.
And this in jail. Where his organ went to, right? And who did the surgery in jail? Oh, you just gotta go back and see who did the surgery when they had it. See, I had looked into some of this too, a long time ago. Kept it in mind. I know I'm gonna have to come to this. Check this out.
Returned. Everett Palmer Jr., 41, had traveled from his home in Delaware to Lancaster County, PA, on April 7, 2018, to resolve an outstanding warrant for a DUI charge. What was supposed to be a routine trip en route to New York ended in tragedy when the father of two boys died 2 days later at the York County Prison. We want answers. We want to understand what happened, his brother Dwayne Palmer told New York One.
Check this out. This him, right? Look, this him. Now y'all can read this. Check this out. Pennsylvania woman, 51, died in a similar circumstance as the three American tourists. And come on, y'all, see that, right? Just pay attention. What the news put, they already know what's really going on. It ain't nothing new to them when it comes to oil. Check this out.
New York One. Everett Palmer Jr. reportedly died after becoming agitated and hitting his head against the inside of his cell door. Palmer family via justice for Everett.
Now y'all heard that. That's what they told the family. Man, that man was hitting his head against the cell doors and he was just going crazy. Right? And that explained what's really going on with his brain. I ain't never heard no story like that. Come on, man. Bang your head against the wall, make your brain disappear. Mm. Now look, it's another woman. Y'all can go check this story out too, right?
Justice for F. An autopsy report from the York County coroner states Palmer died after an incident in the prison where he became agitated in his cell and was later restrained. The cause of death was later updated to complications following an excited state, associated with methamphetamine toxicity during physical restraint.
And y'all heard they always go, you know what I'm talking about? See what's all in it. Look, say he got methamphetamine in this system, right?
Restraint. The family still knows little about what occurred in the lead up to Palmer's untimely death. More troubling was when his family received the body. It was badly bruised and his brain, heart, and throat had been removed.
All right, look at this shit. Look, here go another story. And this was published December the 8th, 2022. Man, this was last month. This was last month. Man, hold on, excuse me, y'all. Man in jail custody underwent emergency procedure on Thanksgiving. His family ain't heard from him since. Man, look, I was trying to tell everybody, like, man, you know, it's bigger than what we think it is, man. Cause I be looking into it and I be seeing a pattern. You know what I'm talking about? I be seeing the pattern game. And I'm like, man, it's like it's connected, and it's like these doctors and it's like you got these surgery people, man. They got a circle chat. Man, they done formed a mean circle. They got a real gang out here. Man, they done corrupt funeral homes and stuff, jails, and you see what I'm saying? Check this shit out, gang.
Man in jail custody underwent an emergency procedure on Thanksgiving. His family hasn't heard from him since. After this article was published Thursday evening, Lonnie Wilfork's mother, Bernice Thomas Johnson, said she received a call from her son following his transport from Riverside Regional Medical Center to the Hampton Roads Regional Jail in Portsmouth. We are working to verify additional details about his current condition. Underscore underscore underscore. A doctor called Lonnie Wilfork's wife about 5:30 p.m. on Thanksgiving, saying he was about to go into emergency surgery at Riverside Regional Medical Center.
I did a little research in her, see what was going on. But I'm gonna let the news article break it down. I'm gonna let the news article break it down for you and tell you what some shit I'm finding that I done pieced out together. Now, I mean, gang, they gonna tell y'all that all the hospitals in the United States know each other. They know each other. But they be going to meetings and events, and they be all meeting up and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And man, I was looking at some stuff because that's why you got college. That's why you be having no college professors. You having hearts and lungs and stuff, and demonstrating to their students. You know what I'm talking about? Man, you, if you look deeper in how did he get those lungs? How he got that kid? You know, they gonna tell you a little story like, yeah, they probably never even tell where he got it from. I ain't no tell. I want that. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm trying to expose a little something so y'all can wake up a little bit. All right, look, listen right quick.
Center. Will Fork had been in the custody of the Newport News City Jail awaiting a hearing on a probation violation, but had been suffering from a flare-up of diverticulitis in recent weeks. Jean Wilfork immediately drove to the hospital, getting there within 40 minutes, wanting to know how it went. I thought I'd just wait in the lobby to hear back from the doctor, she said. But when she asked for the surgeon who had called her earlier, she was told she couldn't talk to him.
I'm telling y'all about the surgery. I'm telling y'all about this how surgeries do. Them surgeries, man, them folk, them the main wicked ones, gang. Them the ones that want everything inside the body. You see what I'm saying? They say like a nurse that deliver babies won't be interested in no stuff like that. They just deliver babies. But a surgeon, that's the person that's keeping you woke. And keep this in mind with a dirty mind. All that gold that's in their body. And you see that. You know what I'm saying? You know how much this can benefit you. Oh yeah. You got to come up with some kind of policies so all the doctors can be involved with these policies and be doing the trickery with those contracts. Having no family be signing. That's why they look. That's why they got you on Medicaid. That's where the fraud come in there, right? With the health care plan, right? Check this out. If you understand like how the health care, let's say if you is in like a need of a kidney, you know what I'm talking about, and all this, you know the insurance could do something. Somebody be paying for that, right? Look, somebody be paying. Don't you know this? Probably what they insurance is probably what some of the fraud that be in their paperwork. Cause they got co-pay for you, you know what I'm talking about? They ready, they got the insurance, you know what I'm saying? They can have this shit. It's so deep, I can't just get that deep into the paperwork. But look at this.
Him. Two Riverside security guards and a man she believes was a Newport News police officer soon kicked her out of the hospital lobby. I asked, "Can I talk to the doctor?" she said. They said no. I said, "Can I speak to someone else?" And they said they can't tell me anything. She hasn't heard from her husband since. For the past 2 weeks, Jean and her mother-in-law, Bernice Thomas Johnson, have been frantically trying to find out how Lonnie's operation went. But they've been rebuffed at every turn. The Riverside security guards, she said, told her to call the Newport News City Jail for more information, which she did early the next morning. Jean Wilfork said she eventually reached a Nurse Johnson, but the only thing she learned was that her husband was still alive at Riverside. She said he's okay and aware, Jean Wilfork said of the nurse. That's all they're saying, he's okay and aware. The nurse told her that because Lonnie didn't sign a release before his emergency surgery, there was nothing more she could say. His wife said she doesn't know what kind of release the nurse was referring to. She said that when he's able to call, he'll give me a call, Jean Woolfork said. But he hasn't called yet. A 1996 federal law, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, restricts the release of patients' private medical information. A patient, however, can authorize release by way of a signed waiver. A spokesperson for the hospital system would not say whether that federal law, widely referred to as HIPAA, is the reason Riverside isn't keeping the family informed.
See that game when they come to this shit. Cause look, the alcoholics is that bad. It's worse. It's that bad, gang. I mean, it's worse than viral video right now. It's so cause look, not only this game, check this out. Here go another one. Inmate hired an attorney, inmate family hired an attorney after photos showing the Alabama man. Y'all remember this? This was in September. Look, y'all heard his story? He went to the hospital. He had surgery. And look, they cut that man, look, bro. That's why that man deteriorating the way they deteriorate that man. Man, it ain't no telling. Come on, bro. It's worse out here than what we think it is, gang. It's worse than I mean, this is it's worse than what you think it is, bro. Look, you can look at the wound. Then look right here. You don't need no look. And cut that man open and look where he cut it. What's the most main thing that you want? You got the liver, the kidneys. Ain't no telling they might took the stomach out of there or something. And replaced it. Cause they got him with tubes coming in. Come on, bro. Ain't no telling what they took out that man's body for him to do this. This shit for real. I already showed you the Army veteran. His brain gone. They talking about he beating his head on the cell those and his brain missing. These surgery people, gang. So why not when it comes to the Shaquille case, you gotta look at those surgery people that signed off on that autopsy report. Right? They didn't want no medical examiner involved in this shit. It could have been an opportunity to steal. But that's what they into. Yeah. All right. In Cabo. Matter of fact, since we talking about the shit case, think about this. No for reason. Well, not even we don't say for real. I mean like matter of fact, let me find this. Hold on, guys. Let me do it like this, guys. Hold on. Let me be right there and show y'all this right here. Hold up. Hold on. All right, I found the game. Look, organ trafficking. Rabbis arrested in a crime ring. These rabbis. And look where they at. This is so deep game. U.S. agent had arrested 44 elected officials and Jewish rabbis in New Jersey in a huge anti-corruption sweep across the states. Y'all see the difference in America? In New Jersey, an organ harvester ring. Check this out, who was all involved with this stuff, right? Look,
5 rabbis were among suspects, along with the mayors of Hoboken, Secaucus, and Ridgefield, the Jersey City deputy mayor and council president, 2 state assembly members, and numerous other politicians, prosecutors said. Acting U.S. Attorney for the District of New Jersey Ralph Mara told a press conference the sweep demonstrated the pervasive nature of public corruption in this state. The politicians willingly put themselves up for sale, he said, while clergymen cloak their extensive criminal activity behind a facade of rectitude. Raids began shortly after dawn on Thursday, officials said, targeting a who's who of state leaders.
State leaders gang, right? They ain't even made this like the during time out, right? These surgery people they got a circle gang. They got a tight circle. I mean, then once you dig into a little deeper, once you dig into it, you can actually expose the scam and kind of see how everything works, right? Because you can't do all this in the hospital unless you finna hit them with the if you the surgeon and you doing the transport, yeah, bam, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so boom, you got a surgeon like that. But you got the underground surgeries too. That these people that look, they connected to an underworld. So they be wanting bodies. Like give me a body. If you give me a body, I'll pay you for the little price. I give you like probably like 200,000 for a body. Boom. So they kidnap somebody and this doctor, you know what I'm saying, finna he might trick that person, be like, yeah, you this doctor might treat you, be like, yeah, you might need a kidney transplant, so I'm gonna recommend to my other doctor, you go down there into another town. And this thing you know, you going to another doctor that he recommend you to track. That's where you finna go and thinking you finna you know what I'm talking about. So when I was looking at it, you see what I'm saying? When I was looking into it, I'm like, man, this how they got to do it like this, right? Either way it go, they gonna first they gonna try to do if your folks in the hospital, you know what I'm saying, they gonna let your loved one try to die, right? When they figure out that you if they really crooked, you know what I'm talking about, they gonna let your loved one, you know what I'm saying, help deteriorate so they give you a side story and shit like you need to pull the plug sometimes. shit. And while they in the process, you know what I'm saying, they sleep want you to donate your folk organs and all this time that they need it so they can do further search, you know, later on in the future and all that, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't telling you what kind of future they talking about. They ain't telling you the real future, what they talking about, right? So everybody don't need transporting of the kidney. Everybody don't go for surgery. It's a high demand for another reason. But check this out, man. You still got people that eat human organs, gang. Real talk. Real talk. I'm telling you, man, you got people still eat human organs. That's what is getting outrageous. Right? Okay. You don't got to believe me, but look it up. I already put links in. The Pope do it. The Pope in on it. You know what I'm talking about? Uh, I'm gonna hit the play button.
Television footage showed FBI and tax agents bringing a stream of handcuffed suspects, including rabbis wearing traditional Orthodox Jewish garb, into custody in the city of Newark.
And there was a reason why they were trying to, you know, when in the Kanika Jenkins case in the beginning, all of a sudden all the houses popped up around her case, around her name, right? Because they would made the case even more messed up. So we were like, damn, all the houses, and then they got her in the freezer. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, what really going on with this move? Because, you know, I already was doing a little more research on, you know, organ harvesting. I just want to, you know, YouTube thing. I'm just doing this just on my spare time. I ain't nothing to do. You see what I'm saying? So look, so I'm like, wait a minute. Freezer. You know, it's a reason for that freezer. Then the rumors came to be true that these people did organ. And then I was thinking that it's something in that hotel, like a secret room, because they always said it was a secret area back there, and there could be some kind of fucked up bad room that we don't know. Okay, but they just even it came to my head because it's a mystery down there. Even the police, every they guarded it down there. I mean, this the only hotel that I know that the police guarded and made sure don't nobody come down to fuck them. See what I'm talking about? When that shit happened, gang. I'm like, I want to know what's really, really, really bad. Probably never know that. Cause you know they done restructured, rebuild things, and everything look different. Still got the layout, but you know what I'm saying. But so then you had doctors, and then Fresh K mentioned this shit in the letter. So when I be thinking about this shit, gang, look, some of these cases that be around doctors and lawyers, and not doctors and nurses and shit. But look at the Jelana Day student. They in the medical field. He wanted to be a pathologist. You see what I'm saying? In the same field they deal with organs. Come on, gang. It's no coincidence that you can't put all this shit together, right? It's no coincidence that you can put all this shit together, Jack. Look,
Other suspects were shown being put onto a bus. The sweep was believed to be one of the biggest such actions ever in a state long associated with corruption, and famous as the setting of the hit mafia television drama The Sopranos.
now look. Keep this in mind. We just recently found out when they had about the girl in Afghanistan. She was 10 years old. Before look, that was the first joint I was talking about before they said before breaking news came out about the boy found in the lab. But we were just talking about the 10-year-old girl in Afghanistan. Cause the boy you know what I'm talking about, the boy just went down because he's from Pakistan. But yesterday I was talking about the girl. Uh, While I was talking about the girl in Pakistan that died 10 years old, and they found her, and her organ was gone, and all this, and they ended up locking her neighbors up, you know what I'm saying, for the crime and all this old shit, right? So they said the mafia make they make movies. They call stuff black film. You know what I'm talking about? So they got movies, gang, of rituals. They make movies like how we get Michael Myers movie, Jason and stuff. Y'all know how the vampires drinking the blood and all this old shit. We get to see that type of shit because that's blockbuster shit. But on the dark web, y'all don't think they got movies on the dark web? That you know what I'm talking about? Come on, man, y'all don't think Hollywood got a stash of goddamn it dog videos? You know what I'm talking about? That just might really have a scene in there that everybody feasting on organs and drinking real blood. You see what I'm saying? You might have the celebrities, the one that done sold out these dog video tapes. They had them all in their junk, doing it was like a real movie in their junk. They recorded, actually made a movie out of it. Then hold it like, yeah, we got you. Just keep your just make sure you don't get out of line. Cause we hear about those stories all the time. So when it comes to those movie games, that's why it make it so dark when we be seeing the movie. Just look at the movie they done put out of the zombies, flesh eating zombies, and all this other stuff. It come from somewhere. And look at the person directed it and created it. You know what I'm saying? He the only person that want to make movies and eat organs and sucking blood, and you know what I'm saying? It's a dark, demonic spirit gang. They cast it over. Look,
Sopranos. Officials said the arrests were part of an ongoing 10-year probe into statewide corruption codenamed Bid Rig. Democratic State Governor John Corzine said, "The scale of corruption we're seeing as this unfolds is simply outrageous and cannot be tolerated."
come on, guys. Look, listen to this.
Tolerated. Any corruption is unacceptable anywhere, anytime, by anybody, he said in a statement. FBI officials painted a picture of brazen criminality. The money laundering ring allegedly stretched from New Jersey and New York to Israel and Switzerland, while politicians easily exploited loopholes in state law to disguise bribes as campaign contributions.
Check this out. It was a reason when this happened to Kanika Jiggy K, everybody screamed. Look, everybody screamed. Where the fans at? I see why the fans didn't touch on this shit. Look, cause you know what? I see why the feds didn't touch on this shit. Cause if the feds would have touched on this shit for everything Rosewood got caught and the same police was up on the investigation. Rosemont that did the investigation, them the same people that was on the investigation. For the goddamn biological resource center upstairs on the fourth floor at the police station. So if the feds would have got involved, that's what they would have did, gang. There would be Mayor Donna Stevenson. This would be the owners of Crown Plaza. You see what I'm saying? Look, this would be the surgeons that were there that night. We'll be seeing doctors that were walking through. And then look, check this out. Don't these people look like the same people that Straight Drop had on his channel when he did the walkthrough? And everybody was calling them dude, they talking about they were Freemasons. They were those Jewish people. Yeah, y'all see that video. Don't tell me you just see that, John. On Straight Drop channel. These people had the long beard with the tall hats on. With the tall hats on. I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, man, them Jewish people. I'm like, but man, the gang ain't gonna understand how the Jewish people work. The kitchen that she died in, they called the kosher kitchen. And guess what that is? That's a Jewish word. And you wanna know what that Jewish word means? Kosher? You see what I'm saying? Look that word up kosher and see it tell you what that means. Man, I'm gonna find that video of Straight Drop when he walked through that hotel, right? Tell me, yeah, these the doors and all this. Man, that was those Jewish people that man was with gang. They look just like Detroit. That's what would happen in the Kanika Jigga case. There would be Risco coming out that motherfucker, the 60 beverage manager coming out that motherfucker, the security guard that was there out that motherfucker, to the maintenance man. You see what I'm saying? To all them gang niggas out, man. Don't you know how many buses they would have had? They don't need two, three fucking goddamn shuttle buses, Jack. Really, tour buses. Cause you finna have what that would have been a big ass operation room that you would have had at least over 100 down there 100 people locked up. You see what I'm saying? That would have been big in history. That would have been the biggest bus in history. What you look at it or not? That would have been the biggest bus in history. So they had to like shit. They so corrupt, they had to cover it up. They had to break the laws in this shit. They were depending on other people high officially, you know what I'm talking about? That help sort this shit out, guys. Because I told y'all, man, I'm like, man, it's somebody on that 36-hour footage that's very important. That he a high official. We just don't know what he look like. He could be a mystery man. You know what I'm talking about? He could be the person that could orchestrate all this shit. I don't know, gang, but I just overthink things and I be trying to, you know what I'm saying, look at many, many ways that I can look at it. But, right.
Contributions. Although New Jersey is more famous for a history of Italian mafia families, it was Jewish clergy who allegedly played a central role in the crime network. Authorities raided several synagogues, and among those arrested was the chief rabbi of Syrian Jews in the United States.
Man, y'all heard this shit, bruh? All right, look.
States. One rabbi, Levi Isaac Rosenbaum, was charged with conspiring to broker the sale of a human kidney for transplant.
Man, y'all know them kidneys, look, those kidneys, gang, they on a high demand. It ain't that many people sick in the world that need kidneys. You see what I'm saying? It ain't that many people out here to be, you know what I'm talking about? I'm telling y'all, man, these folk out here eating this shit up. This shit on high demand, Jack. It's a ritual. It's a ritual, gang. It's like once you go back and start doing looking at reading some old books about religions back in the day when it came to religion, and then you start thinking about the wars and what happened to the soldiers, and you know what I'm saying. It's a reason why you don't see when you hear about wars and all this. This why you don't never find no mass graves of the warriors. You know what I'm talking about? Like with them, they was the battlefield right here. What happened to the bodies? You know what I'm talking about? So so boom.
Transplant. Mara said Rosenbaum's business was to entice vulnerable people to give up a kidney for 10,000 US dollars, 12,300 Australian dollars, which he would turn around and sell for $160,000. He'd allegedly been peddling kidneys for a decade.
So that was his poker scheme right there. He'll get the kidney, right? He'll hold on. He'll have people to give up their kidney for 10,000. Boom, boom, boom. Turn around and sell it 160,000. But look who the people that will buy it for 160,000. These the person that need to be caught. Who are the ones that's buying the kidney? Cash on the black market. None of this shit dealing with hospital paperwork. None of this shit. It's a deep, deep. Oh, I'm glad that you mentioned Bill Clinton because I got that shit pulled up too. Man, they just showed me that. Watch how this finna make sense with the Bill Clinton. So remember what happened in Haiti with the earthquake, and they had all those children over there. They went over there and tried to kidnap them kids over there. Even them got caught, right? They got caught doing it. The Hillary and Bill Clinton jump, right? I got all this shit pulled up. Matter of fact, hold on, right here. See that? I got all this. See, look, I got all this shit pulled up right now. When the Hillary, because this the broad that took it down. She did it for the Clintons, right? Talking about, yeah, we just transporting these kids, trying to, you know what I'm talking about, give them a better new life. And but they had plans with those kids. You know, tell them how many they done got away with it before she got caught, right? Before she got caught. But I remember this story like it was yesterday. Even Donald Trump brought this up when it was time to be elected for president and him and Clinton was standing off and all these old stuff. He had brought up this here, kept it in check mode. Cause, 'cause he know what's going on when it comes to organize, right? Cause he familiar with this shit. Now, but here we go the other one. Haiti hotel police expose child sex trafficking. Right? Now this at a hotel. And look, this was in 2017. Right here. 2017. Right? Now when I looked in this little game, once you read this, it's finna sound so similar to other cases. Now, hold on, let me pull up the other Hillary Clinton right here. Let me go to this one. See, this the junk they were trying to run right here, gang. These the people, right? See, I got all this shit pulled up. Hillary Clinton, cause they had to, they had to disguise it like it's a, you got to make a campaign about it, right? You got to disguise the human trafficking in the campaign, right? Everybody think it's a campaign, but they really is human trafficking, and then we know, and you know where those kids finna go into some underground market. Some might be sold still alive to other people because slavery still exists. Real talk, slavery still exists in some part of the world, just like back in the old days. All right. So the children, some kids that end up in the hospital. You know what I'm talking about? Not only that people that buy new kidney, they could use these for ritual, but they want to be at the blood the most. Cause you know your kidney, that's where it don't ain't that's like what all your blood would be at, you know what I'm talking about, don't it? And that's a certain part of the body that just deal with the blood. It's like that's probably where the most blood is. Cause the kidney, cause everything go through the kidneys, right? Everything, cause it's two of 'em. It's two of 'em, right? You gotta understand what a kidney is. You gotta understand the base. You gotta understand what's the most precious piece of the kidney. What's so valuable. I'm still trying to process that in my head, and I don't know why. Cause you know what I'm saying. The liver ain't just on demand like a kidney is, or a brain is. Like like a brain, I believe it's more professors and the brain and kings and queens like to eat brains too, right? Y'all ever heard that eating a monkey brain and those term, if you ever heard of that term, you know what I'm talking about? Them brain did come from a monkey. Then you know they used to call us monkeys, so they used to tap our head, kill us, and eat that. Cause they call that shit a monkey brain too. You know what I'm talking about? But they were hiding it through a campaign, right? So y'all can go and look this up. So look, you got Hillary Clinton, Hillary trafficking kid, while Bill Clinton on the Epstein Island. Now let that make sense. Tie that knot together and see what you come up with. Hillary Clinton be trafficking the kid through a campaign. And then you got Bill Clinton on the island with Jeffrey Epstein. Look what Jeffrey Epstein got caught doing. And he fucked everybody up because he got caught. And guess what they had to do? Same thing, you know what I'm talking about? And then we got to hang that boy. You know what I'm talking about? We got to hang him in the cell, and we got to cover this up and put it like a conspiracy. Now everybody on a conspiracy theory, like, damn, what happened? Ooh, this is bigger than what we think. It's conspiracy theory. It ain't really no conspiracy theory. He just got caught, and the evidence from the lead all back to his friends and buddies. You see what I'm saying? Cause you know, rich folk, when you got people riding on your private planes and jets and all this, you know, you gotta sign a ticket and shit. You know, you gotta sign your name and all this shit got to be documented in case we have a flight accident. You know what I'm talking about? We leaving over the state. You know what I'm talking about? Your body got to be identified in case anything happened to you. What they were doing though. Fucking with those kids like Hillary Clinton, you know what I'm talking about? Because when you look at Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, what kind of relationship status they got going on? Because you ain't just really see him just be holding hands and acting like a married couple. She got more, it's like she got more manly in her than him. Because they got pictures of him with the skirt on and she Hillary Clinton got them with the pants on. You see what I'm saying? I started peeking into all of that. But she was hiding this through her campaign, right? So look, now when I went in the Shanquella case, right, looked into the medical, American Medical Center. Now I was looking at these people, right, and I was like, wait a minute, this hospital been extorting everybody. Because YouTube started waking it up and started finding out how corrupt these doctors and hospitals are. Now I told everybody how Mexico is corrupted with the police, stopping the tourists, making sure they visas still valid. If it ain't, your ass going to jail. Then they gonna have you on the bond so high that that these bonds is really for hurt people. You know what I'm saying? They gave you a bond like you done killed somebody, got a murder child. You just done trying on the expired visa because the airport didn't tell you how long your visa supposed to be. They didn't tell you how they done switched the policies up and they took days off the visa, but in your mind, you still thinking your visa still operating the same. So when you get pulled over by the police, they automatically take you to jail. Then they're gonna tell about your bond about $5,000 to $10 to get out of jail. And if you don't have that kind of money, then you got to wait for immigration and all this old shit. So you finna be down there for a moment while they talking about they need to process paperwork and they can take a couple of months and all this old shit just to keep you down there to make you pay their browser. And they finna be styling with their paperwork. See, a lot of that didn't come when I went on other YouTube channels. I want to know how the jail work. You know what I'm talking about? How the jail system work in Mexico. Not just cardboard long, but different part of Mexico. And yeah, it's very corrupt out there, right? So I looked at it, all of this gang to this. Then I went on the Google map, right? Now check this out. Here go where the medical center at right now. I'ma zoom out. If you know where you at in Cabo, we always you know what I'm talking about? Right here, right? Now check this out. Bear with me on the map and I'm gonna show you how they got things set up. Once you zoom in, keep this in mind. Shanquella Villa is up here. It's in this area. No, I mean right up in here. Shanquella Villa gonna be up in this area, gang. Right? This is where the villa's at. But we gonna be right here. Now look, here go the hospital. Y'all see this? Next to it, right? Keep that in mind. I'ma just zoom in. This the medical center. Alright. Remember when I told y'all they had a major drug buzz? The feds intercept the boat with all the killed drugs on her. Alright. Remember the news media. It's an article out that right here, it was a big major drug bust. They got over tons, about what they say, tons of keys off of her, right? They intercept this. Okay. They got a news article that where they hang the tourist set on the bridge. The bridge is on the highway. Uh Let me see. Where that John at? The bridge is on the highway by the airport. So it's gonna be right up in here. Right? So this where people had the tour they were hanging tourists off the bridge, the cartel that's in this area. They found a mass grave in this area by the beaches. They found mass grave right up all through here, gang. I'm finna show you how everything's set up. Cause the cartel running each other. You see cartel how the way they running, cause look, think about what I'm saying. They extorting all of these villains. I don't know what you talking about. And they both extorting everything. Man, look, they so greedy. Look how the greed is. Okay, they getting their money from the villain. I wouldn't even be surprised if the main leader stand on the villain. Because you got golf course out there. You know what I'm talking about? You got people really living out there. You know what I'm saying? Tail ain't got to do nothing, but this is where he gonna be in extraordinary battle. So boom, I zoomed in. This the hospital in the center of all of this shit. They had a nurse come from here to go tend to Shanquella. Now keep this in mind. Here go the police station right here. They go to police station right here. You following my mouse on this shit, bro. I'm finna show you how I'm finna work this map. Show you how corrupt this shit is. Cause it's gonna be another. They got a walk-in clinic right here. So look, what's this is? Surgery. This the surgery room right here. And remember, we looking for surgery people. So keep this in mind. I won't doubt it that the same people performed the autopsy report. The surgery people is from this hospital. I bet you they from this hospital. They right there. Look, where else they gonna go? Where else they come from? Uh-oh. That's why they in big trouble. That's why the feds got them upon the investigation. If you want to know what I'm talking about, if you read between the lines. If you study how the way I study, you finna see how this case finna go. It ain't no doubts in my mind. They finna pull us. They got to pull this shit up. But look, I'm gonna go inside the building. No, they did. Them bitches didn't. No, they didn't. I was just in the building. I was running around there, John. Now I can't go in the John. Cause I'm finna show y'all the room. You see what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Now look, ambulance. They got their own ambulance, right? Now, but red, but look, the Red Cross ended up coming. So think about it. Why the nurse didn't even dispatch even the ambulance on her end, right? On her end, she the doctor. You know, that would the first thing would have kicked in, be like, hey, let me dispatch, you know what I'm saying? None of that, right? So it's the reason why the ambulance really didn't even get called to the scene. Or maybe they did. You never know, right? So look, let's go in here, right? As you can see, now let's just look in the surgery. What kind of surgery? Y'all seen it, but I think they lied. You know what I'm talking about? Cause look, just look at the room. It's very important. Just look at the room and the surroundings, right? Cause you might find some shit that really don't supposed to be here. And you know how everything really supposed to be set up. You know how a legit doctor office look, and the one that right. See, look at their calendars. I mean, you can always see. Look, you got this in the surgery office. Look, this what his calendar look like. And y'all won't able. I'm finna tell you about the ritual. That's why you finna see a skeleton. If the symbol is the skeleton, guess what's missing? The organs. It's a symbol, gang. That's why you never seen a skeleton with his organs. It's a ritual that I went and looked into. And I said, damn, I never heard of this shit. I'm like, dang, I never heard it, and I never just really paid attention like that. Why skeletons don't even still have it organ? Now you can see what surgery, what they ritual is. Uh, it's it's a thing I can't explain it. It's dealing with magic. It's magic and it's a magic and an illusion, but it's dealing on the spiritual level. It's like none but the higher up people is they in on this shit. But walk-in clinic. Now look, this the other one. This the walk-in clinic. All of this is American Center own shit. They got the walk-in clinic with the emergency, the big boy hospital, right? With the ambulance services. Cause keep this in mind, if they did make a phone call, it ain't gonna be to this hospital. So you got to know who called the Red Cross. But keep this in mind. Uh, Watch this how you finna bust the news up. They admitted that Donovan Winter called the paramedics, right? But Red Cross ended up showing up. So who in the fuck that call went to? And don't the regular ambulance supposed to pull up if you call that hotline? So somebody lied. Somebody lying, Jack, cause the Red Cross showed up. And the Red Cross comment and cause did y'all see they ambulance? They ambulance wear blue uniform. So I was thinking, like, yeah, uh, the ambulance from American Cross supposed to show up if they were being dispatched. But that would be the ambulance in the hospital that she would have to turn her to. That's where the doctor would have came. That's where the hospital doctor came, right? So that's the main hospital of the town. So boom, they disregard all of that and brought the doctors from their hospital and said, look, let's meet up at the funeral home and do it all at the funeral home. Guess where the funeral home is? And you ain't finna believe this. And guess what? How else I be trying to tell you how they disguise these other business too, gang? Because you're going to have everything in this circle. This the whole purpose of the layout. When you dealing with stuff like this, sure, that's why they buy these big street, these city blocks, build these big businesses. This where all the CEOs, they be coming in there, they main buildings, right? And they get a little deep. Let me see right up in here. Let's go to this. Here go another doctor office. Look, skeleton cameras, skeleton cameras. I mean, calendars and shit. This was spooking me. I'm like, man, I don't know what I be digging myself into because I be seeing the demons now. I know what to look for. Like when you see Freemasonry, you know what I'm talking about? This what they look like to me. They identify themselves like this. Who? It could have been her on that job. Then I be looking on the wall. Some more shit, gang. Cause I be like, man, these folks, they they so open with it, but you just got to pay attention. And this the clinic. This the walk-in clinic. And this clinic even looks suspect. And look, they got so you got somebody office right here with a bed in this joint. signs of death and everything with her. I'm trying to see how that finna go down. How can I, what I'm saying, like, yeah, he must got something going on, cause they don't even look right, do it, gang. Yeah, you got the boss man up in here be like, yeah, what you say now? You want a big old thunderbolt there. Hold on, let me, cause they do that too. But this room looks suspicious. Let me see, do you got some utensils up in there, job for cause he ain't got no, where his file cabinets at? He ain't got no file.